I'm just well aware that, you know, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Really and truly. What's the minute on this? Boom, boom. Transfer news. Where do we start? So we've done the Saliba thing. We're here for a long time, people. I can't lie. There's bare stuff here. Let's start here. Allegedly, Mikel Arteta is scaling back on his plans for a major spending spree after initially targeting up to 7 new players. Now he might have to settle for just 3 new faces as Arsenal count the cost of missing out on Champions League qualification. No excuses, because whoever we're talking to about potentially signing for this club or whatever, you could not have spoken to any potential target at any point this season like Arsenal is an assurance for fourth. And we should have always had a plan, whether we're getting Champions League, whether we're not, which again, you lot probably didn't expect Champions League at the start of the season. So I'm taking what he said with a pinch of salt, but 3 players, it all depends. Like, what 3 are you getting? If you can get a striker, centre mid, and either back up, left back, or right back, I could see the angle. I wouldn't agree with it. I don't think it's enough, but I could get behind it somewhat. 300 of you locked in, 147 likes, man. Come on, man. Let's get to 200 immediately, people, please. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We've seen this thing come out before. And I mean, wasn't it a couple of weeks ago we was hearing war chest stories and the rest of it? Life comes at you fast. Arsenal allegedly have serious interest in Scamacca. They want to offer 35 million euros, but Sassuolo are demanding 50 million euros. It remains to be seen if Arsenal will make another move in the bracket or what's it to go to an Italian team. Again, anything I see with Italian players or linked with Italian players or anything out of Italy, personally, I always look at it with a pinch of salt. We've been here with Xhaka going to Roma, with Locatelli, with Vlahovic, probably other names as well. So it is what it is. As I always say, these are just talking points. For Scamacca, like what I see, but he doesn't strike me as someone keen to leave Serie A, and he seems like someone that might be waiting for the bigger Italian teams, whether that's Napoli, Juventus. Not that Juventus need another striker, Inter and AC, etc., etc. I don't know, people. So yeah, but that article itself has said Arsenal are serious for Scamacca, but Solo say no to full. By them, obviously, who set a price of 50 million. As you can see here, Arsenal delivered an offer of 40 million for Scamacca to Sassuolo, which, however, did not help to shake the Emilian club, which set the price of Scamacca at around 50 million. We'll see if the Gunners want to up the ante and close the deal. So we'll have to see, man. We're probably just being used to drive up interest, at some, with some other club that probably is going to end up buying him. So make of that what you will. Going back a tab, people. Well, yeah, we can start closing that. Apparently, going back over this, Arsenal and West Ham have both expressed an interest in signing Zinchenko. Apparently, Zinchenko had discussions, or better yet, had put discussions over his future on hold until now. And apparently, we're both interested. Apparently, Arsenal's angle is, again, I've read the article, but I don't know why it's not signed in. But apparently, Arsenal's angle is we'll play you a lot more in midfield. And Zinchenko would be a lit signing. He's 25, got mentality, would actually be given a platform to probably shine a bit better. Again, respectfully, Zinchenko, when you got Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne and 100 million Grealish and Haaland, you're not really going to be able to showcase your technical level, or you'd be a great signing for both. I think you'd slot in on midfield. You'd be able to play at left back, and it'll put my mind to ease if Tierney ever gets injured again, which is probable, So, we've been here with Zinchenko. I don't see us signing him. If I was Pep, actually, I wouldn't be in a rush to let him go, really, because I just think he's such a good squad player to have. But pardon me, for minutes, I don't know. We did hear allegedly City said him and Nathan Ake could leave if the right offer arrives. What is this, people? Again, there's bare gappers. There's things to get over. I can't cap with you lot, man. Darwin is better than Scamacca. If you're doing the extra effort for Scamacca, just do the extra for Nunes. I think Jesus would work well for Arsenal. Scamacca looks solid against Germany. DG as a coach would be a maz. I can imagine him slapping up certain kids' dads for cycles. Nah, you're going crazy. Really and truly, merchant. I can't lie. Really and truly, what can I say, man? It's how I talk. It's how I talk, man. That's why the galley love me. That's why your baby mama love the guy, man. Come on. Really and truly, and them things. But yeah, let's carry on. 35 million for Scamacca is a joke. Love your channel. Much more level-headed than other channels where they just bash on Arteta. Pause. Why for that? But big up you, my guy. I don't know what other people are doing. I'm just appreciative to have you lot tuned in day out. talking football with me, sharing my love for football. Again, as I always say, whether these rumours happen is nothing, don't know, but we're talking about it, innit? So yeah, beer tabs. Let's get through them. Arsenal willing to double Gabriel Jesus' Manchester City salary to tempt the Brazilian into a 50 million transfer despite top four flop. Hey, go easy on the terminology, man. Arsenal are ready to, well, we got to throw the bag at Dons. And to be honest, 200 bags a week, 25 or so years of age, get him on a 5-year deal, calm, probably get a new deal in that. This nearly 200k a week to try and tempt him to join. He is currently on international duty, but the Man City bosses plan to speak to his reps over the next few days, people. As you see here, Arsenal have never hidden their interest in Jesus and have already held one round of talks with his agent. Even though the Gunners missed out on Champions League football on the final day, the centre forward is still interested in a move to the Emirates. Jesus is also on the radar for clubs in Spain and Italy, but Arsenal are understood to be offering better terms worth a basic 190 bags a week plus bonuses. That would be a major increase on his 110 City salary, and he also had a successful relationship with Mikel Arteta. He's won 9 major honours there, people. He's got 12 months left on this deal. They want 50 million before they talk business. The same amount Newcastle allegedly must play for Ake. And to be honest, if they bandulued it, it would be lit, people. It would be sick. Imagine getting 50 million for Ake and a 50 million for Gab Jesus, and you bought what? Technically, the whole outlay on Haaland is 85 million. For a team that don't even make peas or need peas, that's quite good. But that's a bandulu, I can't lie. And what? You basically made your Grealish thing back as well, really. Like, you made your bread back. So they're not, they're cushy in that regards, really. We'll have to see how that one there develops. But that's the first one. Once again, apparently Gab Jesus has allegedly agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus has agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Football Insider understands. An Arsenal source has told Football Insider that Jesus has settled the terms of a lucrative long-term deal that will see him land a major pay rise. The Gunners are increasingly confident of making the forward their marquee summer signing as they look to secure an early summer deal. The Londoners have yet to agree a fee with City, but those close to negotiations say early contact has been made between the clubs. It's believed that Jesus has told friends he's eager to link up with Arsenal manager, better yet, Mikel Arteta, and be the premier striker in a improving team. So we have to see, people. So yeah, it is what it is. And it's also gone on to speak about, he's got 95 goals in 230. Of them have come since he was linked with Arsenal. I do like Gab Jesus. I'm just banking on the fact of I don't know if if you're given a platform up front to score. I don't know, because I know you're a good pressing forward. I know you're a good striker and all of that. But the goals, we need goals. Arguably, we're buying someone that ain't got goals as much as I think he's got the capacity to. But we're betting on potential. We're betting on the potential of him to get. If Gab Jesus is the main man, I need 15, 20 goals. I need Saka and Smith Rowe to keep getting double figures. Eddie, if you're second fiddle, you need to be getting, I don't think it's a conservative 10 league goals. And Odegaard, you got 7 goals. You need to turn that into 10 and 10. And, bulk of these players. And I do think they've all got the capacity to do it, but none of them have really did it, apart from this 1 year, really, for certain man. So, yeah, man, we'd have to see. And if they potentially don't do that, then it's brazy. Nunes is out of our league, unfortunately. Scamacca is raw but can be developed, has all the right attributes. To be honest, 7 signings with 150 million would have just led to more meaty players, 3 or 4 better players, more realistic for progression. I can't lie, whether you buy a player for 50 million or £5, it just needs to be the right one, We've got players on the cheap like Tomiyasu that have worked well. We've also cut corners by having the Cedrics, the Maries, these sort of guys, and it braces us, man. I said Martinelli. So what are you talking about? So yeah, we've agreed personal terms. Once again, Gabriel Jesus has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, according to reports. The Brazilian is already said to have told friends he wants to move to the Emirates. The Gunners have also submitted a 30 million offer for Sassuolo striker Gianluca Scamacca in case a deal for Jesus does not materialize, people. Bellerin has no intention of coming to Arsenal, people, and he could be going to Roma and joining Matic. Allegedly, he could be going there. We'll get on to this, people. Arsenal are preparing to offer Gabriel, the centre half, a new deal. Isn't that my man's son? Apparently, Arsenal are reportedly battling Juventus in the race to prize Giovanni Simeone away from Caligari. The 26-year-old who spent, last season on loan at Verona looks set to depart Caligari after they were relegated to Serie B. He got 17 goals and 6 assists, and that's probably why. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't cost a lot. I mean, he's been on the scene for a while. Maybe at 26, the pennies dropped, but I'm not convinced. Again, it could happen. Really, it's a myth, man. Fabrizio Romano has Here We Go really and truly is on its way to becoming an iconic turn of phrase. I mean, you lot on me. There's so you lot apparently I say really, really and truly, people, bare things. You lot made me conscious of bare things, man. Bare things that I say, but I can't help it. Apologies, man. We're all creatures of habit. Every now and again, I get this person saying, "Oh, could you stop saying that?" No, never. Will never. I am who I am. If you don't like me, you don't like, man. If you like, man, thank you very much for supporting the team. Arsenal target Basuma causes a stir. Allegedly, somebody put up a clip and said, "For me, I think that Basuma and Tielemans should be our priority at midfield. We should get Basuma at all costs." The caption read. I mean, I think we just saw that there. So let's see what the hell this is referring to. I don't want to read too much into this. Oh, it's this. So yeah, he's reposted something on his story. I mean, I'd like Basuma, but yeah, I don't think we're interested, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't think we're getting Serge Gnabry either, but Serge Gnabry's contract situation at Bayern Munich has still not been resolved, giving Arsenal hopes of completing a deal. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know for that. Couple of weeks, we're getting the new fixture calendar list. Apparently, we're missing out on signing Luka Jovic. He looks to be going Getafe on loan. So yeah, man. Flavor of the day seems to be Scamacca in relation to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney's potential Arsenal comeback has been penciled in for July the 8th, people. He's obviously been out with injury. He's on course to get back and hopefully stay fit, which is the main thing. Tammy Abraham's been deemed too expensive. We were linked with Gilmando. Apparently, Marseille are trying to get rid of Galazinac already. Boy, I don't know who told you to buy him. Guendouzi could have told you he's meaty, but you didn't want to listen. Bellerin wants Mourinho. Oh, that's not going to end well. So we'll have to see what's going on there, people. So yeah, apparently Gabriel Jesus' projected salary would be the joint highest at the club, which probably what's going to have to happen, people, really. So yeah, there's that. Arsenal confident of Gabriel Jesus' transfer, but Mikel Arteta rethinking huge overhaul plans and major sign 3 players. We're going to be in trouble if that's something. I don't advocate signing 7 guys for the sake of it, or if you're signing 3 guys that are not. For me, again, if we're going for 3 players, I expect to see higher quality players then. Now, that's a subjective term, but if you're going for 3, then if none of them are really impacting the starting 11, if we're getting 3 to 4, man, 3 of those players need to be, or at least 2 of them, striker and midfield, need to be transforming that midfield, and the rest need to be putting pressure on spaces. So yeah, man, we now may have to just settle for 3 new faces as Arsenal count the cost of missing out on the Champions League. We'll have to see, man. Eddie Nketiah looks to stay. You've got William Saliba looks set to return. You still got to resolve the futures of Torreira, Bellerin, Leno, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Congratulations to him and his partner who are expecting a kid. Obviously, love's in the air at Arsenal. Every week someone's having a youth in it. They're them sort of guys, but there's better players. Marie, 2024. Again, when you do stupid things, you make it difficult to get people off the books, man. So it's brazy, man. We'll have to see what happens there. Gabriel Jesus says, apparently he's been linked to Real Madrid. Gabriel Jesus offered to Real Madrid with Spanish giants eager to sign Arsenal transfer target. Now, is this because we're close to getting him or not? I mean, I couldn't blame you for joining Real Madrid, especially as Haaland and Mbappe won't be there at least for the next couple of years. There could be opportunities. But, if they do get Gnabry, they've got Vinicius, they've got Rodrigo, they've got Benzema. Probably a couple other men will arrive. You'll probably find yourself in the same trap that you was at City. Now, I can't begrudge you for Real Madrid's a team. If they come for you, you cannot turn down. As a Brazilian, he has seen, obviously, big boy Brazilian players play there. It's Real Madrid, in it. I don't need to keep waffling. I don't know what's happening there, but he's been offered to both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Arsenal are eager to sign him, and he's willing to join us. But according to this report, the Brazilian has also been offered to the Madrid Giants. He's seeking a $5 million a year contract Atletico will not pursue a move. Real Madrid are interested and do not believe City's asking price thought to be 50 million would be a problem. But the Champions League winners do face another obstacle, with La Liga sides only permitted to have 3 non-EU players registered. So yeah, and apparently they're trying to get Vinicius to apply for Spanish citizenship. So we'll have to see what's happening. And like we heard last week, people, he said, I'm looking to see what's best for me and above all for my career. From Tuesday, we'll see what is best. So hopefully there's some confirmation on his future, tomorrow, actually. Actually, literally tomorrow would be a massive help if we're honest with ourselves. So yeah, man. That's that with Gab Jesus. If I see another Gabriel Jesus thing, I'm gonna get mad. I don't want to see nothing else now. Mikel Arteta changes Arsenal transfer plans as confidence grows over 40 million signing. Mikel Arteta is rethinking his plans for Arsenal summer rebuild and could sign just 3 players this summer. Dead that. I mean, it's just the same thing, isn't it? Who are these 3 players? Yuri Tielemans, someone that could cover Tierney, and obviously Gab Jesus. We'll see about that, man. I don't know for none of that. Again, they're all saying the same things. They're all saying the same things. Scrolling all the way down, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are preparing an opening bid for Jesus, so we must be making progress. There must be a level of encouragement from either the man himself, the agent, or whatever. Personal terms can't be an issue, really. Yuri Tielemans is the midfielder that Arsenal have been linked to. Romano also claiming that the Belgium is Arsenal's primary midfield target. Meanwhile, Ruben Neves and Arthur Melo continue to be admired. Arsenal are taking their time in choosing the new midfielder. Ruben Neves and Arthur Melo have been 2 names on the list for some time, 2 very popular players in the club. The priority as for now goes to Yuri Tielemans, so we'll have to see how that one develops, people. On the topic of Tielemans, Mikel Arteta convinced they can complete bargain 25 million transfer move for Yuri Tielemans from Leicester. Arsenal are convinced they can complete the bargain signing of 25 million Leicester City midfielder Yuri Tielemans, according to reports. Once again, we're looking for a midfielder. Tielemans has been linked with us in the summer, not in the summer. In January, we heard his agent had been at London Coley, so it's got to be something. He's on Arsenal's radar, and according to the Mirror, the Gunners are convinced they can pull a deal off. He's available for just 25 million. Like Gabriel Jesus and any other target we're linked with, they stand to be leaving their clubs they're currently at for free if they don't keep it moving. 173 likes, people. Keep running that up. Twitch gang, you lot are just in abundance with your questions, your talking points, etc. One love for you lot watching the ads. But yeah, Tielemans is still to be keen on a. Sorry, Tielemans is said to still be keen on a move to the North London club, despite them narrowly missing out on the Champions League. So we can attract players, not really the players we thought we could, but yeah, man, that's Tielemans. Gabriel Jesus has been offered to both Atletico and Real Madrid, but by the player's entourage, with the salary demands of 5 million net per season. Atletico have said no, while Real Madrid like the player, people. As you can see, once again, he's been offered all around. Again, as you can see here, Gabriel Jesus is still interested in a potential move. Again, apparently this journalist whose primary does the Madrid thing is close to the player and his entourage, as Jesus himself gave an exclusive interview with Mars some months ago. So again, this could be where it's coming from. We've got to remember Pep Spanish. Could he be asking favors of his people in the media to drive up interest? Could this be Gabriel's his agent saying, well, Real Madrid are saying this, Arsenal got to do this? Could this all be fabricated? Could Arsenal have never been close? We'll never know. This is why I say I just talk about these things. We just talk about these things. We don't know what's happening. He said Tuesday. Tuesday's tomorrow, innit? So let's hope there is some progress. Don't forget 4:30 on YouTube, Twitch. Apologies, we're playing Football Manager. Apparently, Arsenal are still interested in Morata, who is not part of Simeone's plans. Please, not. We're meant to be trying to improve. And this was Gabriel Martinelli yesterday doing foolishness. I don't know why he hasn't got the eyes yet, but yeah, he's uploading that. Is there any other news? Still that. Shout out Ramsey for qualifying for the World Cup as well. Arsenal feel Manchester City's valuation of Gabriel Jesus is excessive, which, boy, is crazy. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything new there. What else? Arsenal convinced they can complete a deal for Yuri Tielemans. They're likely to offer around 25 million. Arsenal are linked with Aaron Hickey, but there are doubts over whether Arteta is truly interested in Hickey this summer, which is not what you want to hear. We've already seen that. Arsenal have accelerated trying to sign Marquinhos after a Dutch club tried to make a late move. He has already said goodbye to his teammates and will join Arsenal sooner than June the 10th. So what's the date right now? the 6th. So that should be this week, innit? There should be some progress in that regard. Again, once again, Tierney looks set to make a potential comeback earlier than expected on July the 8th. So we'll have to see what's going on there, people. That's the Saliba thing. Again, I can't read that. But apparently Bellerin, who I don't know, apparently we heard Betis wanted us to cancel Bellerin's contract, just like with Aubameyang and a couple of other players, people, which is crazy. He's been linked with Roma, and he's been linked with Roma again, people. Apparently, he's also been linked with Fiorentina. Arsenal do not have Hector just like last year, but they do not want to have to pay him for part of the season, which at a very important salary he still has left at the Emirates, more than 3 million euros net. And again, that is too much for the mostly interested parties, including Betis. They don't have that money, long story short. Bellerin said, I made an effort to come here and I'm willing to make any effort so that this continues to be my home because I am happy. It's sad to leave Betis, but I don't know how long it will be. Crazy. So you've talked the thing, you've signaled your intent. Hopefully Edu and that can meet you halfway. I mean, you're one of the first players we need to get off the wage bill, really, if I'm completely honest. Reiterating, Bellerin has no plans to continue at Arsenal next season. He hopes for Betis' return, but the deal is more than complicated because of the financial reasons. It will take time. Bellerin has received also other approaches and will decide his future soon, people. Gnabry is not an option for Real Madrid right now. The club have full interest in Rodrigo, so I don't think we're getting him, but small Gnabry hopes for all us Gnabry fans out there. Where there's a will, there's a way, and that in it. So it is what it is. Darwin Núñez would like a Premier League move this summer and will cost 60 to 70 million. Arsenal and West Ham have shown interest. Where he goes is another thing. Ancelotti likes Gabriel Jesus. His signing is being evaluated by Real Madrid, folks. And once again, on the 8th of July, people, we're going to be playing in Germany against Nuremberg. So make of that what. Shout out to young Omar Rekic. He looks to be going out on loan. You're going to have Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel, and, Holding and that in front of you. The 20-year-old needs to go and play some football. Arsenal will allow Omar Rekic to leave on loan this summer in a move that could be a repeat of a recent transfer masterstroke. He needs to play proper football, innit? Been called up to his country, so let him go and play football. And either show that he can be a player here, or we can, get put in the shop window. This the reality of life, really and truly. So where that's concerned, that's the transfer news, folks, really, Gab Jesus, Scamacca, all these things. Again, whether they happen is another thing. Would love for it to happen. But yeah, what are you lot saying, people? Let me spin the block one more time. Tell me Mahrez or something's coming to Arsenal, man. Come on. Lie to me, man. Tottenham getting involved now as well. All of a sudden, Arsenal about to sign this bloody fella, and Tottenham are interested. Real Madrid are interested. And I mean, Tottenham are playing Champions League football. You've got Conte. You've got the London factor. But what I will say, what goes against him is how much are you going to play at this moment in time? Because you're not taking Son's place. You're not taking Kane's place. Kulusevski's nailed down that right-hand side. You could make that your own. But Gabriel Jesus to hold talks over club future as Arsenal and Tottenham battle to sign Man City striker. Jesus will start thinking about his club future from tomorrow, with Real Madrid the latest club to be linked. So yeah, man, it is what it is. He's got enough offers. We're going to have to see what's going on. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hopefully, by all means, try sign the guy. But if he doesn't want to sign for us, next target, innit? The world has to keep spinning, folks. So yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is. What are you lot saying? Boy, what happened? Sorry, folks. Let me scroll the way down. No more cancelling contracts. Big up yourself, Ak. I truly believe in Scamacca. He has such intense passion and incredible flair considering his height. He's exactly what we need. Someone who plays every game like a final. Would consider Jesus, Hickey, Tielemans, and maybe a backup winger as a solid transfer window. Boy, big up my guy Arsenal Press. I mean, if they're bidding, then they're bidding, innit? Like, if you ain't, just make sure you've done your convincing to Gabriel Jesus, and if not, let's keep it moving. Go for the next target, innit? I think the free players only relates to top tier targets, not only just free players. Probably. How comes we don't have bids for Pepe? Are you gonna buy Pepe? We might do, but are you gonna buy Pepe? Who's gonna buy him? And again, half of these players, Arsenal are gonna have, like, obviously we're gonna have to take a hit on Pepe, but you know, Bellerin, you're either gonna have to give up a significant part of that transfer fee or part of them wages. Bellerin's on big wages. Torreira's having cold feet about Fiorentina because of wages. Pepe is not going to earn Arsenal wages, but, you know, you're going to want to earn a decent take. So there's bare L's. I don't know how much Ainsley Maitland-Niles is on. I'm pretty sure Marie and Cedric and these guys, if they were moved on, they're on decent P's. You know, the only thing that gives me hope with a couple of them players is my man Maitland-Niles, you need to go and play. If you don't play, you could run down your deal. But, you know, considering your girl's about to have a kid, shouldn't it be best going somewhere, settling down roots? You can't afford to keep doing what you're doing. Leno, if you don't go leave this club, you don't have any chance, unless an injury, of going to the World Cup. Torreira don't want to be here. Bellerin seems to be doing all he can, so is what it is. But when you get into the nuts and bolts and the I's and the T's of the deals, it's difficult because we put meaty players on big wages. So I don't know if I was who's buying Pepe. I'm saying to Arsenal, loan with an option to buy, and I'll do exactly what Fiorentina did to us this year. When option, cool, 20 million or something, cool, we'll buy him. This time next year, I'll sit there and say to Arsenal, boy, you're gonna let your 72 million pound man walk. You might as well give him to us. So